Now, we may share the same language as our friends across the Atlantic, and we've certainly inherited their love of fast food, but one thing we can't quite agree on is their taste in cars. Why? Well, just take a look at their roads and then remind yourself what ours are like. Yes, in Europe we love nothing better than to chuck a car around a set of thrilling bends, whilst in the States you have roads that stretch to infinity in a very straight line. And let's not forget the population with a taste for luxury on wheels. And those are the points you need to bear in mind when you weigh up the Cadillac Seville. Now, this is America's best-selling luxury car, and it's recently been introduced to our shores in, I might add, right-hand drive form. The very name Cadillac, of course, conjures up images of those huge fin-tailed gas guzzlers from the late 50s, all American cars. And the Cadillac Seville is without doubt an all-American affair. So GM have smoothed the edges off the Seville and got rid of the chrome overload. In fact, if it wasn't for the grille here on the front, you could almost be in, dare I say it, the Saab 9.5. But none of that can take away from the fact that this is an American car. You can tell the minute you get inside. There are loads of cubby holes and compartments everywhere. There are just dozens and dozens of fiddly little switches, and the wood and the leather just add to that old colonial ambience. But those are just the more obvious touches. Let me take you through some of my favourites. I mean, have you ever seen a waste paper basket on a car? And if you're motoring through one of those dodgy American cities, then you'll like the way that the doors lock automatically when you go from park to drive. And what about the seats that make the Seville resemble a sofa on wheels? Not only do they electrically adjust in every way imaginable, but they also work out your weight and your size, and then inflate or deflate little pockets of air inside the seats to make it even more comfortable. What will they think of next? This is the STS model, and it's the only one available in the UK. And although it's supposed to have a harder, more European feel, Cadillac simply haven't gone far enough with it. Or maybe that's that they just couldn't go far enough with it. In fact, it's only when you get the Cadillac onto familiar territory, a long stretch of road, that it really starts to feel at home. And then you can relax, slip it into cruise control, and sink into your electrically adjustable seats. Oh yes, the Cadillac Seville can cruise in much the same way that the QE2 cruises. You simply drift along in air-conditioned opulence and splendour, your every whim catered for. Unless you're a passenger sitting in the back. Now, I really don't think there's enough room back here for a car in this class. Now, it's okay for me, but I am quite small, but you get a couple of large blokes in the back here and they'd have no chance. So I've got a tip for you if you're planning on buying this Seville and being chauffeur driven. Make sure you hire a very small chauffeur. That way it'll give you plenty of room in the back. Drive on please, small chauffeur. It's an absolutely huge North Star V8, 32 valves, 4.6 litres, producing 301 brake horsepower. Obviously an engine designed for a country where petrol costs just a couple of cents a gallon. Now, it may seem like I'm being picky, but I reckon there are plenty of far better designed, more practical and definitely more stylish cars that I could buy for my 40 grand. You heard me right, I did say 40 grand. Somehow I don't think that the German giants will be losing much sleep over this competitor.